I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this. I am a big advocate for anyone, whether you're an individual or a couple, to get perspective if you need some help and get some, get some counseling. I'm really big on this.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Why sit there and struggle on your own?
Exactly.
Especially sometimes it really helps to get a neutral party involved.
Yeah, but there's a certain stigma attached to it, so we'll be talking about that in a moment.
Now, before we go to Megan, though, I would like to introduce somebody. And Terry,
That's right.
I need you to work with me here. Kurt Olson is our new meteorologist here this morning. He's going to be joining us here on North Dakota Today.
Hey, good morning, Kurt.
Morning, how's it going?
Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Massachusetts. I live just south of Boston.
All right. Well, welcome here. We'll enjoy getting a chance to know you a little bit better.
All right, from one East Coast type to another, let's go to Megan with the news. Megan, how are we doing this morning?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Doing well.
Good.
Now, here's what's happening in the news today. The Dakota Center for Independent Living is holding a housing forum because guess what we all need in the state? More housing. Jessica Roos will have more on that. And a local veterinarian takes a high-tech approach surgically helping a bald eagle. Vicki Nguyen will have that story. And as always, don't forget to follow us on Twitter. And with Howard in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Cooking an entire chicken can be difficult, but we have an extremely creative way to fix that problem, while adding a bit of a zesty taste to it as well. Learn how to make lemon bunt pan chicken. We don't really do this type of thing back on the East Coast, do we, Kurt?
No, we don't.
Tell us about the weather this morning.
All right, well, some places started off in the 30s this morning, looking at 39 in Dickinson, 39 in Hettinger. But, we had some rain, so it made it sort of this raw, crisp morning. Almost too much fall-like just yet. It's not even the end of summer, but it's close, but not there just yet. Bismarck's sitting at 43 degrees. Current wind speeds are out of the north at 12 to 13 miles per hour. Bismarck at 13. Some places out of the northeast. So that's bringing some cool, chilly air into the region. So that's why we're seeing these cold temperatures this morning. Now, this morning we had that rain, showery mix move through the region this morning through Bismarck. That has since moved into Jamestown, sort of following the I-94 corridor. Now, if you move up towards Minot and Williston, you could still see a couple of rain showers up there as well, and possible snow showers as well. Monica, Kevin?
All right.
All right.
So it sounds
Thank you, Kurt.
just like you said, chilly.
All right. 9:03 on North Dakota Today. There's a guy in St. James, Minnesota, who has literally turned his house into a cat house. Now, we're not talking about that kind of cat house. We're talking about this kind of cat house. He has a lot of cats in his home, and when I say a lot of cats, just check it out here.
Oh,
he has custom made his whole home into
like a cat playground.
A cat playground. You got it right there. You can see the spiral staircase there. He goes through anywhere he can in his home to make little pathways for his cats and little walkways, as you can see, so they can get up and look down on everything else, because that's what cats do.
That is actually, looks like cat heaven
It
there.
is, it is. Now, we can't see all of his cats, but he's been doing this custom work on his home for 15 years now.
Wow. But how many, did it say how many cats he has?
No, I couldn't find that information out, but he's got a little cat cemetery in his backyard as well.
Oh dear, because they...
Yeah. But he loves his cats, obviously, so I don't know. I just thought this is a guy that deserves a little credit there. Guy in St. James, Minnesota there.
Wow, that's
what do you
something.
think, Mandy?
Very nice. Very nice. I wish
He's into cats.
I wish
obviously.
we had that out at the shelter. That
Yeah.
would, well, we kind of have a cat play yard out in at our shelter too.
You do.
Probably
We
not
do.
as elaborate as that
Not
one.
as elaborate, no.
But the cats, I'm sure,
we do have
enjoy
an
it.
outside patio area for our cats so that they can, kind of go in and out when the
Right.
days are nice. We've got, like to tease them a little bit with some bird feeders right outside.
I've noticed that.
Yeah,
Gives
yeah.
them something to watch.
They like that though.
All
Yeah,
right.
that's
They
great.
can stalk.
Exactly. Yeah.
Who's this?
This is Marina. And
Marina.
She is a sweetheart.
Look at that. She's a nice, mellow gal.
She
She's
is.
sweet. And she's sleepy, too.
Yeah, she's a little tired this morning. I kind of whisked her right out of her kennel this morning. She is about 4 years old. She's
Okay.
a stray. So again, like the story we have on so many, we don't have a story on them. So we don't know a lot about, her background, where she came from.
But
She looks like a purebred.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
sure does. And very sweet, loves to be held, loves to be cuddled. Just a real big snuggler. Did very well in the car.
Well, she looks like she's in really good shape, too. I mean,
Yes.
she doesn't look like she's starved or anything.
No, she doesn't. But also, I think she's, I don't think she's overweight, which is
I think, our topic for today.
I think she's borderline.
You think so?
Yeah, she hasn't been starving.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Well,
yeah.
you're supposed to be able to kind of feel their ribs a little bit, I understand from visiting with my veterinarian.
Okay.
I myself, as the owner of multiple pets, I do have 2 dogs, I have to admit, that are a little bit overweight.
Yes.
So I am
Not
doing-
your dogs. I'm thinking of my own.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Sometimes we just love them,
Yes,
you know,
a
love
little
them,
too
love
much.
them, a
Yeah.
little bit too much.
Because I've got one who lives to eat. And it's very hard not to feed him because he will follow you around the house
Yes.
all day long
Yes,
if he's
and,
hungry.
and they say, you know, you look in their eyes and they just say, I'm starving, please, I need something.
Right, right. And it's very hard to put them on a diet.
Right.
But for their own
It
health, you
yes.
have to think about that.
Yes, it is best for them. An interesting conversation I had with my veterinarian, who was very nice about, you know, she gave me the message in a very gentle way. Mandy, your dog is too fat.
Right.
But she said it a little bit nicer than that.
Right, right.
But what she said to me is, she said, my dog is someone who he has had an injury previously to his hip. So she said, because of his weight, he's probably going to have some problems unless you are able to, you know, trim him
Manage
down
his
a little
weight,
bit.
yeah, yeah.
And one of the things she suggested to me, which I think it was an excellent and very easy idea, was just cut down on his treats. You know, when I'm in and out, I like to give my dogs a treat before I leave, just
Sure,
a little, like a little
sure.
milk bone kind of thing. And she said, rather than giving him a whole milk bone, give him a half a milk bone when you go.
Because they may not know the difference, right?
Exactly, yes. And he's already trimmed off 0.4 pounds.
Just from the milk bone.
Just from the milk bones.
Wow.
Yeah. So how easy was that? You
That
know?
was easy. I
here's
tried
what-
to. I'm sorry, Kevin.
No, I'm good. Here's what I've been going through with my dog, is that you know, you would think that you would give them food first thing in the morning and they just gobble it up, you know, and then just beg you all day long. Not mine. He just kind of nibbles
Picks.
and grazes all day long.
Sure.
So first of all, I'm wondering, does he even like the food I'm giving him? And then secondly, you know, I just kind of wonder, is that the best way to do this? To be a grazer, sort of
Sure.
an all-day nibbler? I don't know.
Well, and again, that's a good topic of conversation for your veterinarian.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, as far as the quantity of food that they're getting, you know, if you keep filling his bowl during the day,
No.
you know, that might be an issue. But if you're just giving him the recommended quantity for
Yeah.
the day for his size, whether he eats it right away or whether he nibbles on it, I think that's really a preferential type of thing. When you have multiple pets, that's a little bit more difficult.
It's a problem because the one that lives to eat will
Right.
eat the food of the one that nibbles.
Yes,
I
yes.
know this.
Yes.
She knows this.
Me too. I have one that, you know, he eats his food so fast. I mean, I can snap my fingers and he's done eating. And, you know, I don't even think he chewed it. I
Right,
think he
he
just
just-
sucked it
just
right up.
inhales
Yes. And then from there he travels from one bowl to the next, and then
Okay.
finishes whoever isn't done. So again, a recommendation that I got from my veterinarian is put some things in his bowl to slow him down. So I have these little rubber Kongs that I just place in his bowl, and then he has to eat around those, and it slows him down a little bit.
Sure.
So,
I've
you know,
also
you
seen
got to
those-
trick him.
A little
I've seen those,
distraction.
yeah, dog
Right?
bowls that, you know, where you put the food in a circle and they
Yeah.
have to go around the circle. It's the same idea.
Right.
It's an interesting phenomenon because when we're talking about pet obesity, the more we as Americans and pet owners get obese, the more our pets get obese.
Yeah, I understand just from some research that I did, 50% of our pets are obese. So
That would be true in my house.
we got to
exactly
get that under control.
50%.
Yeah. So again, you know, just for your own, you know, for your pet's health and long-term, you know, longevity, they need to be slim and trim just like us.
Okay.
Can I ask you another question about Marina here?
Sure.
Now, because she is obviously well fed and it looks like she's a purebred and has been well kept, is it possible she was lost by somebody and they're still looking? And does that ever happen at the shelter?
You know, we certainly, if anyone ever contacts us and say that they have lost one of their pets, they're more than welcome to stop in and take a look to see if, you know, we've got somebody. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, I mean, if somebody doesn't, you know, show up within, she's been out at our shelter for about a month. So, you know, I would certainly think if someone was
Yeah.
looking for her, you know, they certainly would have contacted us by now. You know, however, that's something, you know, it's a very good point. People that are new to the area and don't really understand how animal control and the Central Dakota Humane Society work may not realize that, you know, we are not the pound. We don't come out and pick up
Sure.
stray animals. So generally what we will tell people when they contact us is, please make sure and contact the pound. We've got the number. We can put them through, you know, get them in contact with the pound. Because generally in the city of Bismarck and Mandan, the way that the impound facilities work is the first step is to contact animal control at the police department. They will come and pick up the animal, take them to the impound facility. if they're not claimed within a certain period of time, unfortunately, you know, some have to be put down.
Sure.
We wish that wasn't the case, and if there weren't so many strays out there, that wouldn't be
Right.
the case. So we try to help out, you know, the facility, but then we also get a lot of calls from the county from people that where there is no animal control officer, where they are asking us to take in a stray as well.
Okay.
So that's
Sure.
kind of our first priority.
Quickly here, let's plug an upcoming event for Central Dakota Humane Society. Oh, there's your contact information, by the way, there. If you have any information about checking out this little cutie here or any of the dogs and cats there at Central Dakota Humane Society. You've got the Shaggy Shuffle coming up.
We do.
Very quickly, tell us about
And,
that.
the Shaggy Shuffle is one of our just great fun fundraisers. We ask people to bring their dogs out to the state capitol on Sunday, September 21st.
Mm-hmm.
Registration starts at noon. The walk starts at 1. There is a fee to walk in the walk. Obviously, it's a fundraiser,
Sure.
so people can pay $25 to walk. We do also have incentive prizes for people that want to get their friends and family involved. You can also as a walker, you can register online on our website, and then once the walker is registered, then people can donate towards that specific walker by going
get
to our website
sponsors.
as well.
Okay.
Yes, so
Yeah.
and the more you make, the better it is for the shelter, and also the better prizes you get.
Oh,
Excellent.
that makes sense. All right.
Excellent.
Well, thank you so much for being here and for bringing Marina. She's
She's going
obviously
to take a nap.
She
That's
is
what I'm thinking.
ready to take a snooze. Yes, she is.
Quickly here, if one more time, if anyone is interested in adopting Marina here, and who wouldn't want to do that, what is the adoption fee?
The adoption fee for Marina would be $69 because she is over a year.
Mm-hmm.
If the puppy it's a puppy under a year, then we ask for a fee of $89. Plus, Marina is not spayed, so she would have to be spayed before she leaves the facility. Of course, that would be at the adopters. The adopter would have to pay for that. We do ask people to visit at least twice for the dogs, once for the cats, fill out an application. If there's multiple individuals interested, we try to make the best fit for the animal. And generally, our process takes between 5 and 7 days after they fill out the application.
All right. Well, thanks, Mandy.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
All right, coming up on North Dakota Today, do you need counseling, either as an individual or as a couple? We're going to find out. Stick around.
We'll also have some great ideas to help you give your home a new look. We'll be right back.